Ghost, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to the Monday morning recap. Man, my voice sounds extra deep today. Extra deep.
I like it.
We got hungover. Are you just going to eat bread live on air?
Yes.
Yeah, let's move away from that mic. I can't hear that. Definitely can't hear that for an audio. What the fuck, bro?
Just chewy, sticky
bread.
bread.
What planet on an audio show? You might as well throw some hubba bubba in there.
We're trying to hit another demographic.
Yeah. Who's that? The sexual sports show. The ones that make. Oh yeah, eat that sandwich, Daddy. Eat it. That's it, Daddy. Yeah. Super hungover today, by the way.
Yeah, I want to die.
Super hungover today. My God, dude. I can't even look myself in the eyes. I'm going to have to put some sunglasses on.
I broke mine last night.
Oh, boy. There we go, kids. Hard AF Seltzer launch yesterday. They go down too easy is the problem. And then it really sneaks up on you. It's like The Grudge.
Between that and people just buying us shots left and right.
That's right, dude.
People just handing us shots.
I don't know how many shots we ended up drinking last night. Was there even a Super Bowl game?
I don't remember it. If you expect any analysts or analysis of this game on this side of the table,
misspeak.
Analyst?
Yeah, I can't speak.
Yeah, if you need any analysts on that game, go somewhere else is what they're saying. Look, kids, I had a lot of money on that. I had $5,000 on the Bengals. Okay, but it was a 4.5. And it went exactly how I said last week on the show, which is I thought it was going to be a field goal game. I didn't know who was going to win one way or the other. That's exactly how the game turned out. I didn't know until the very end, nor did anybody else, I guess, how that was going to shake out. But congratulations to the Rams. Congratulations to you guys. You guys picked the Rams preseason.
We did.
Still did not think that was the best team in the NFL, though.
Well, they weren't.
Right?
They weren't. No.
It's a strange year.
The Chiefs were the best team in the NFL, but the Chiefs are the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Jack off. Yeah,
like
what they do.
I don't really consider this a real Super Bowl.
Why is that?
A, I don't remember it. B,
Sure.
Both the teams that were in it were fake. Like the LA Rams and the Bengals, those teams don't play in Super Bowls.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the Rams always lose in Super Bowls. That's their job.
Well, the Rams have played in the second most Super Bowls in the 21st century, weirdly. You don't think that because they're such dog shit for so long.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But they've played in
St. Louis.
Yeah, they've played in fucking 4.
It's been 3 minutes, and Rob has brought up St. Louis. Just going to go ahead and note that right now for the time.
It's the only thing.
Well, look, Kroenke is a championship owner.
Yeah.
He did what he needed to do to win. He got that team out of St. Louis, saved them, really, from that city.
They won a Super Bowl in St. Louis.
Terrible city.
God damn it.
Saved him from that hellhole city of St. Louis.
Fuck Stan Kroenke.
And, he brought him to L.A. There was 1 million celebrities there last night with no mask on, just living their best lives. There was a mask mandate, and they handed out masks at the game. Nobody decided to wear those.
I don't care anymore.
I don't either. I don't think anybody else does either. Like, no one cared clearly because they didn't wear the goddamn thing.
You know what my favorite unmasked celebrity photo from last night was?
Who?
See if you can find this, Nick. Martha Stewart was partying with Guy Fieri.
Wait, what? Is that real?
Yeah, that's just saw it on Twitter a couple hours ago.
Stewart was partying with M. Night Stewart was partying with Guy Fieri last night?
2 fucking food legends going to town.
I'm jealous. If I was sitting anywhere in that stadium, that's where I'd like to sit.
Yeah, between
Hands
those
down.
two.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
I'd be the lucky
If I was a
Pierre on that.
showrunner, I would be like this.
Yeah.
Right here. This is saving broadcast network television.
Yeah, one picture that was floating around today that I want to clear up was the pricing of the alcohol and food and shit. They're like, it was so expensive. That's the Super Bowl. Those prices didn't change from last year, the year before.
They're really going after it here.
Look at Martha.
Oh, shit, dude.
But they're not together.
Look at Guy.
So she's in a suite. He's not.
She's lording over Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
No, he was probably in the suite, and they were like, Guy, and he was like, I got to come down with my people.
Man of the people. Yeah. He's a man of the people. We've tried to get him on the show numerous times, and he said no.
I own 2 locks of his hair.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've tried to get him on numerous times. Each time they're like, dude, he's just busy. He's just so fucking busy. Because all he does is drive around the country in that car.
There's only so much time for diners.
We needed a diner last night.
Bad. I ate so much pizza I fell asleep with a pizza in my mouth last night.
I'm attracted to
On
that.
the side of the
Whoever
road?
was that Lloyd Burke who got that pizza? No, it wasn't you, huh? It was somebody else.
Yeah,
Whoever that
Davey,
was,
I think?
MVP last night.
somebody spent like $600 at the bar.
Oh, on shots?
Shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who that was.
There's
that
the
guy
dude
was
in the
rocked.
HAF shirt. Yeah.
He was
Well, no, he
so
with the
wasted.
pizzas.
He was so wasted that he couldn't even come up on stage to give away the Drinkin' Bro of the Week, which was awesome. That's the way it should be, you know? Mm-hmm. Throwing these parties, Super Bowl, you get blackout drunk, you made some bad decisions. We had a bunch of nooners in the crowd today here. Did anybody fuck last night? Anybody have sex last night?
Nope, no free time left.
None.
Boo.
For the fans.
Boo. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if you...
I wasn't able to do it to myself last night. Like, I was too much of a dead person. So the fact that you pulled it off is pretty good, actually.
I know. My child slept in today, so I got a lot of sleep, and I'm still fucking hungover.
I don't know how I got home. I literally have no memory.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing you
Proud
at
of
the
you.
second bar and then just gone.
I went to a second bar.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you really?
You were Mizzou Rob.
Yeah. Cool. What bar did we go to?
Rustic Tap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, doesn't ring a bell.
It's not ringing a bell.
Did you go too?
Me, no.
Did Delco go?
No.
None of that's ringing a
He
bell.
needed some Italian last night, so he got some chicken parm at like midnight, I think.
I did. I went to Sammy's at like 10.
Whenever I get that fucked up, I Irish goodbye, and I don't want anybody to see me beyond that. So at some point I left. No big deal. No big deal. I did watch a recap of the game to make sure that it was still the recap. So I had $5,000 on the Bengals at plus 4.5, that one. And then that fucking teaser, you guys make fun of me for the goddamn teasers. It's the only way I won that over-under last night.
Yeah.
I took it down 7 to 41.5.
I will say, I feel like
because you took the over?
Yeah, I took the over,
Okay.
and then I teased up the Bengals to 11.5.
Yeah.
I took Bengals money line, so I was a little aggravated.
Oh shit! Did you
that
money
didn't
line
hit.
that?
I
I
did.
couldn't do it.
And then
Why do you
obviously,
keep fading yourself?
I don't know. My golf pick was kind of close, but obviously didn't come through. Horschel didn't. I think he shot like even par, 1 under on the back 9. All he had to do was shoot like 2 more birdies on the par 5s. But I was a little aggravated at that. And then Chris Phelan came up to me at the party,
Yeah.
and like I was already annoyed, but he wanted to talk like 2 hours of college basketball and like Texas basketball, and I was,
Sure.
I just
Right,
I
'cause
feel like
he's
I
a
was a
UT
dick to
he's-
him, so I
he's
feel
a-
like I should apologize.
No, that's fine.
No.
Because he just wanted you to jack him off because UT's like doing pretty good right now.
They're okay.
Like they've had a nice, so they just
They've
beat
had a nice
Kansas at
stretch,
home.
yes.
Yeah, and so he's just like, hey man, tell me I'm cool. Like
Well,
it's,
we should do this now. This is it. This is the week we do it. The Sarah Williams Award winner. Grab that trophy back there, Dan Delco. There it is. Pop that little guy up here. It's heavy, by the way. People don't understand
for
how
Dan,
heavy.
it's-
I spent a lot of money on this fucking thing. The Sarah Williams Worst Fan of the Year award goes to Chris Phelan, and it'll underneath it will be inscribed the University of Texas. If you look at that trophy, Delco, look at it. The names of the colleges on there. Read off who it is.
it's not always college though, right?
No,
There's
it's
some pro teams
mostly college. It's all college, actually. It's Michigan, it's Notre Dame, it's LSU, and it's Cincinnati.
on there. Oh wow.
Who are
Say their names.
Yeah, say their names.
Say their names.
Yeah, say their names, dude.
Stephen Edward, 2018, Michigan.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Kalon Cothran.
Yeah, Kalen Cothran. Yep.
2019, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
Sarah Williams, 2020, LSU. And Clarence Lamar Stone, Cincinnati, 2021.
That's right. God damn it. He was so close to being back-to-back this
So
year.
yeah, because they made was he just like a real butthole about them not making the playoffs?
Oh, well, no. Here's the beauty of Clarence Lamar Stone. So that's the Cincinnati guy who won't shut the fuck up about Cincinnati.
Right.
They go to the playoffs, get housed. And then we don't hear from him for like 2 months. And then the Bengals end up
Oh
going.
God, yeah.
And he's like, the Bengals, this is the year of Cincinnati. And then they lost last night.
In
so.
many ways, that is very Cincinnati. It is the year of Cincinnati.
Yeah, so we'll get into it. Chris Phelan, University of Texas, will now go on the trophy. I watched a little bit of that game. They got housed by Baylor over the weekend.
They did beat Kansas at home. They're on a nice little stretch, but yeah.
Either way, I apologize, Chris.
We don't need
It's a bit
to.
of a dick.
I don't, because as soon as Dan was done talking to you, he pulled me aside and was like, hey, Texas high school football. Me, you, Ross.
Yeah, he wanted me to go to a game. I'm like, I
was like,
I'm 30,
no, I
man.
don't think I'm allowed to without a child.
So yeah,
People would, if you showed up alone in the stands at a high school football game,
Exactly.
there like every security officer there would be.
yeah. But I will say this: Texas high school football is different. Where, God damn it, man! I mean, they really show out.
Just go to a
It feels like
Westlake
a
game.
small. Yeah, it feels like a Northwestern game. Like if you went to a Northwestern game on a Saturday afternoon, you're like, "Fuck, this is a decent amount of people for this," you know?
Oh, okay. No, I said Westlake, but yeah, Northwestern works too.
No. That's what it feels
College.
like in the stands.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to a Northwestern game. 11
That's
o'clock.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
You're looking
kickoff
at
is-
11 o'clock,
probably, but
freezing
you're looking
cold.
at probably 10,000 people tops.
Yeah.
Same with a Texas high school football game. So if you want to play for Northwestern, congratulations, you can just
Fair.
play Texas football.
My question is, how long until you start rocking the drip swag?
Oof, it's coming.
Texas high school.
It's
dad.
coming.
right?
Yeah. They've got a bunch out in Dripping Springs. It's just called the drip.
They just dripping springs on the jersey just says
Yeah.
drip.
Drip, dude.
I've seen kids walk around too. It's like drip lacrosse,
Yeah.
drip whatever.
Yeah. So soon.
I don't know how I feel about Texas kids wearing jerseys that say drip.
Drip, dude.
good.
I went to there was a homecoming event, and our neighbor's kid plays for the football team there. So we all went, and you give money for the football team and charity and shit like that. And that fucking field there at that Dripping Springs High School is the same turf as like the Atlanta Falcons. I've never seen. God knows how much that is. I've never seen anything like that at a high school football game. I was like, holy shit. I felt like I was in a small college. They really fucking go out for this stuff.
I mean, if you go really far out into like real Texas, their stadiums are better than most college stadiums, and they fill it. It's like 75,000 people.
Oh, dude, at the high school that I was talking about, in the middle of it was folding seats, right? Like you were at a stadium,
Right.
But only in the middle section. And I was like, who are those seats for? Apparently that's for the boosters.
Yeah, they got boosters.
They got booster seat. And I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Dude, Friday Night Lights was a
Buddy
fucking
Garrity,
documentary,
baby.
man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the hype is real. So I'll give them that. But unless your kid is playing, I don't really have an interest to go.
right. And there's no amount like I get all my self-esteem from pro and college sports. The high school is not
Sure.
going to do it.
Sure.
Right. I don't think Chris has kids either, so.
No, he does.
He has kids.
He
Yeah.
does, yeah.
Okay.
I think he's got 2
Is
kids.
he in New Braunfels or something?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to your kid's high school game, but like we're not just going to be two random dudes in 30s and 40s going to a high school football game.
You are you gonna root on my baby one day? You gonna cheer for my kid?
I don't think he has the genes to play football.
No, I meant, are you gonna come to our like his like tennis match or his soccer game and cheer him on?
It depends.
Your child will run the steeplechase, Rob.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I won't even show up to that.
Yeah.
I'll be fucking deadbeat
But
dad.
I
as
mean,
far as
I'm
if he's a
definitely not
track
going
runner.
to his like recital or like
Is he doing recitals?
probably right.
That's a
We
fun
have him in a
thing.
dance class already. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Can we sign him to an NIL deal for a hard AF?
Yeah,
Maybe the first
absolutely.
hard AF athlete.
He's the hard AF baby.
Could
Yeah.
you
But
imagine?
yeah, instead of a Gerber baby, it's the hard AF baby.
I actually saw his baby for the first time like last week. He wouldn't look me in the eye as a coward.
Yeah.
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 Well, he probably felt a little weird that the first time you saw him, he was naked, and I feel like that was a real violation of his privacy.
Well, I didn't know that.
Of his
Your
private
wife's just like, hey,
parts,
come
dude.
see.
Yeah, Dan looked at my baby's penis. I just want everyone to know that.
Is that real?
I literally like his wife was like,
Listen
hey,
to
come
him.
see the baby, and I walked in and she was giving the baby a bath.
Yeah, it was a honeypot. So you're a sex predator now. We own you.
Yeah.
gonna
And
sit
you've
over
got it
there.
all on video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's on the ring.
They got the ring.
Creepy, dude. Schofield, MVP today, by the way, for bringing these mimosas. My God, man. I'm putting the pieces back together. Putting the fucking pieces back together today. Giorgio, did you watch the UFC fight?
Oh, they were amazing.
We did. It
was a great card on
Me and
Saturday
Dan
night.
went out together.
We were at Woodrow's. We went out with Last Row. Tansy was there.
Boston Joe.
Boston Joe.
It was a big. It was the pre-Hardy. It was the Hardy F teaser party.
We got
Sure.
Boosh
the night
out.
before.
Sure.
Dave Ruff, friend of mine as
Ama-
well.
Amazing round of fights. I really got to give a shout out to Bobby Green though. The worst beard in MMA. He kind of looks like Tech 9.
He's got the fire beard.
Yeah, with the jagged beards
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
across
yeah.
it. Full head tats.
Yep.
Like Birdman almost.
Yeah.
Fights with his hand.
Always an entertaining fighter. I do have to call out Giorgio though for once again dipping out before the last 2 fights of a card.
Why?
I like to drink 3 beers, and then get real tired after eating fajitas.
Okay.
And then watch the second to last fight on my phone in the Uber. And then I pop on that main card when I get home, put my feet up,
Okay.
really soak it in.
So
Yeah.
he missed Derek Lewis get knocked out in his own city. I think he's 0-3 now.
So I really
fighting
want to talk about that. Ross, are you a fan of Derek Lewis? Are you familiar with Derek Lewis?
I am. I'm a big fan. I wish he was able to be champion because you need a guy like that with a huge personality to be heavyweight champion. And I wish he had the talent for that.
He was
but
the second best thing. He was the gatekeeper of the heavyweight division. He was knocking out everybody who wasn't a world champion.
Yeah.
This fight was everything you could ask for. It was just 2 big fellas swanging and banging.
Yeah.
So Tai Tuivasa coming off he was like a 50-50 record in his last 6 or 7 fights, like on a little fight win streak right now.
No, he's on a 5-fight win streak.
But before that,
I mean, he was in the wilderness for a bit. He lost 3 straight, but yeah, he's on a roll right now. But he hasn't really knocked out. I mean, he's beaten Greg Hardy.
Yeah, he hasn't beaten these upper level heavyweights, and he's knocking people out. He's drinking shoeies. He's told Derek Lewis he'd drink a beer out of his cup.
Yeah.
So but you really thought this was a guy that Derek Lewis was going to take apart?
Because that's what Derek Lewis builds his money on is just the bones of not necessarily up and comers, but guys that are in the middle of the class.
Yeah, he just destroys that middle of the park.
So
guys.
he kills mediocre pitching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's highlight reels. It's so much fun to just watch these dudes go, heavyweights just go limp when Derek Lewis hits them once. Tai Tuivasa with the elbows. Are we seeing a transition in the heavyweight division where elbows are more prominent, Dan?
I mean, there was 2 fights on this card that ended in very vicious elbows. One being Derek Lewis getting knocked out just straight to the dome. But he was winning the majority of that fight. Same with Derek Brunson was winning the majority of the fight against Jared Cannonier, and then he caught an elbow and a backhand, and then just got his head dribbled off the canvas like it was a basketball with elbows.
Derek Lewis, Wilmington native, big fan on the show. We got to support our North Carolina people. We really thought he was going to win. A little bit older, really talented wrestler. If he won this, he was probably going to get another title shot against Izzy, who he fought earlier in his career. Looked really good against Cannonier, who's a tough striker, but he just caught him with an elbow and then a little backhand, and he was. So
main event, Izzy beats Bobby Knuckles in a pretty convincing fashion. Whittaker better than the first fight. It was a pretty good fight overall, but I mean it was far and away. I probably had Izzy either 4-1, 5-0.
Now,
I had it 4-1. I thought the whole card was pretty fucking good. I enjoyed it. Some people were bitching though about the scorecard at the end because a lot of the scores were close for that Izzy fight.
Houston judges.
I mean, some people called it 3-2. I heard some people saying, Dana, I think, even called it in his post-fight press conference and said, I had it 3-2. And Robert Whittaker came out and gave a great performance. But Israel Adesanya is who you build your brand around. They just signed him to a huge new deal. He's the highlight reel knockouts. He's got the swag. He's got the attitude. But we don't have competitors for him, which is kind of the problem. You saw this with John Jones about a decade ago where he cleaned out the division, and it's hard to get excited about someone to challenge him.
Right.
So I think that's where we are with Izzy right now. We've got Hazmat Chimaev still working his way up. I think he needs 1 or 2 more fights to really boost his star power, and then maybe we're going to get some entertaining fights with Izzy again. He's a little boring. I get it.
He's cleaning out the division. He's got that fight against Cannonier at 185. That might be his last fight. He's probably going to move up to 205 because Usman's going to try to go up to 185, and they're boys, so they're not going to fight each other for the belt.
You think so?
I don't see Usman ever leaving 170, to be honest. I think
he's going to try to do the double champ.
I think he rides away into the sunset at 170 and still tries to box Canelo. So let's talk about boxing still.
Yeah.
Why are all these boxers calling out MMA fighters if not for their star power? What does that say about the sport of boxing and the trouble it's in right now?
The sport of boxing is dead.
Yeah,
to be honest, and I'm a huge boxing fan.
The sweet science.
Everything people say about baseball, baseball's dead, blah blah blah. That's actually boxing.
Oh yeah,
boxing is a ghost.
Yeah,
it is.
Then why is boxing still making more money than any other professional sport other than F1?
It's got to be
know.
money laundering, right?
I don't know. It's a good question. You're talking about bringing in UFC guys for star power. Maybe they're just trying to capture that market a little bit, but they're not having trouble making money.
No.
Well, why are you wanting UFC fighters to come over and box boxers in a sport when you have tons of people doing that in their entire lives?
There are no personalities in boxing, really. There's 1 or 2. Ryan Garcia is kind of a personality, but he built that shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Canelo is, but just because he's been around so long and he's so impressive. But other than those people, Is there any boxing match that excites you right now?
No.
Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. I want to get that settled.
I just want to get it out of the way, but Joshua's a boring fighter. Fury's a blast to watch. Wilder's a blast to watch. Canelo has no competition.
Well, he's going to fight Triple G again soon, right?
That's what I heard, but at this point, when's the last time Triple G has fought? I think he's on the verge of retirement. I think that's the only way to make money because UFC guys aren't getting paid, right? Like Dan said, boxers are still getting fucking paid these massive salaries. I mean, they were this close to pulling the trigger on $150 million for Fury Joshua in, what was it, the United UAE or what's Saudi Arabia?
UAE.
Was that what it is?
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of
Dubai. I'm sorry, that's what it was. Dubai. And it was $150 million to split. And I was like, fucking A, that's a lot of goddamn cash. If you win as what do you think Izzy took home Saturday night?
He just
$500,000?
his deal.
800,000.
No. He made a lot of money.
You think so?
For the UFC, he's like I think one of the higher paid guys.
Probably he might be the highest paid fighter right now.
I'm pretty sure
ballpark of
behind
figure.
Connor, but yeah.
Ballpark of
A
figure.
number I thought I heard. I could be completely out of line, but I think I heard $7 million.
Oh, for last night's fight?
Yeah.
We'll look that up.
Shit.
That'd be pretty.
That'd be a pretty
nice
goddamn
take-home.
good.
Because I think they like redid his deal.
Okay. Because if that's the case, then look,
I could be completely off base. I
at a
just
minimum
thought I heard that
over in
number.
boxing, you're looking at $3 million for these guys who come and fight Fury and those guys. So yeah, I think the reason why both sides want it to happen, UFC fighters want to get paid, and boxers need the names of the UFC guys because there isn't any names in boxing.
I just don't see how that makes an entertaining boxing match.
I mean, look, I've never not been entertained by a Jake Paul fight. As
That's
fucked
true.
up as it sounds, like
Yeah, you're right. I agree
That's
with
all
you there, Russ.
personality though. That's like that's bum fights. Like it's you care about like who's getting punched, not the art, not
right, not the
sport.
science of
Right,
it exactly.
yeah.
And that's, I guess, to me, what sports like combat sports is to me. I want to see people get knocked the fuck out. I don't like the rolling around. I wish wrestling was out of the UFC, me personally, but
So you want boxing?
yes,
You want
Kicking,
you want
too?
kickboxing?
yeah.
But we don't watch kickboxing.
No,
Why not?
No,
No, and then, like, these are the questions like I want to ask and try to figure this stuff out like internally.
because with kickboxing, I think all the kickboxers, you would still get housed by the guys who can wrestle in UFC. Kickboxing as a sport itself isn't big enough where people just don't get it. You're kind of in between UFC and in between boxing, and you're stuck. But yeah, I don't think that sport will ever be huge.
But if it has all the things that you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't it huge?
I don't know. I think personality-wise, I think the sport itself is kind of weird because you're in a ring.
Yeah.
You're in a ring like a boxer, but you're kicking people in the face. It feels strange. Something about it feels off.
The outfits aren't very drippy.
No, and the whole vibe of it. It's kind of like again, it's mixed. You're right in the middle of like boxing and UFC, and I'd rather watch boxing or UFC.
Okay, so
I just
Israel
wouldn't
made
want to watch kick fighting.
I think
kickboxing.
about 1.2 million. The 7 million number was what Jake Paul said he should be making every fight.
Which is probably true.
What I got confused with, yeah.
Yeah, which is probably true. So if he made 1.2, if he goes over to boxing, he'd make 3-4 times that. So I think there's your answer right there. Because that gate alone, UFC fights are really fucking expensive ticket-wise, just coming from a ticketing perspective. Lowers usually go for, and this is just like before markup or anything, $750.
Yeah.
So the gate alone would be enough to pay these guys a fuck ton of money.
So I want to keep you there on this gate topic because that was the number one gate in that arena. UFC has 1 through 4. 5 is the Eagles, and then UFC is 6 in that arena, which I think is crazy that they have the fan base for it.
Totally, they're just not paying the fighters. Like, you could give that entire gate away to the fighters and just make all your money off of pay-per-view and keep that, and everybody would be happy. It'd be a win-win, but the UFC is just taking everything. Everything.
What are they doing with it?
I don't know. I mean,
Is Dana building a cyborg?
no, I know they're...
Did you hear Dana talking shit on Joe Rogan?
Oh, it's the best. We were going to get to that in a second, but...
Talking shit on him? Or because
Yeah.
in his post-fight, he said Joe wasn't scheduled to work today. Like, Joe wasn't working. He didn't get taken off this broadcast, and Joe can come back and work whenever
No. He called Dana White and said, I'm out of this fight. Yeah, and Dana goes, look, man, any of those reports are bullshit. I love his press conferences, by the way, best in the business. And he goes, it's bullshit. And he goes, you know, Joe called 48 hours ago and says he wasn't going to be able to do the fight. And that was it. He goes, he didn't get pulled by Disney. He didn't get pulled by me or anybody else. So he goes, I don't want that fucking narrative out there. And then the next reporter followed up by, will he be working the next fight? And he goes, he's supposed to, unless I get a call about something.
Yeah, but Dana lies all the time. Like when Francis won the belt and he wasn't there to put the belt around Francis's like waist, he's just like, oh, something happened behind the scenes. I can't talk about it. Like, it's not even a good excuse, man.
It's not the first time I haven't put a belt on a champion. I mean, it was. He didn't put it on an interim champion before, I think, when Luke Rockhold won the belt. But he was like, yeah, I had to do something in the back. My bad.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I believe Dana White on that one. The Rogan thing is too big right now. The story's too big that if you got caught lying in that, or if Rogan called you out, for Christ's sakes, because Rogan doesn't need that money anymore, that UFC money.
Nah, but I think Dana's still richer than Rogan.
Oh, he is, yeah. Well, he sold for $5 billion.
Right.
So,
and they kind of came up together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the whole ranks. They modeled each other's styles and aesthetic quite a bit too.
Yeah. Both bald.
Yeah.
Bald, short,
but like
kind
looking
of
at
buff.
the old UFC where like Dana was wearing really big suits and had shitty hair.
Yeah.
And then Joe was like had the hair transplant for a little bit.
Well,
He did do that actor transplant.
Yeah,
That Jeremy Piven shit.
It works sometimes. It doesn't work all the time. LeBron James, perfect example of that. He's got that huge gaping scar on the back of his head. Man, I am fucking really hungover today. I know we've got some sponsors.
Pretty bad.
Pay for the shit wagon to be on the air. I was unaware, D'Anthony, that we had a guest at 2 p.m. and I was like, well, let's go ahead and fire it up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Brittany's the MVP, by the way. I love these hats. Came in strong.
Can we get a
Let's put the cam on. Is she on camera? Boom, look at that. These hats are dope as fuck. Yeah, so I'm fucking psyched about it. What is this, February 7th?
No,
oh, no, it's
Valentine's
the 14th.
Day, baby.
Shit. Flowers are on the way, okay? Love you. I did order those, okay? Ordered those. I know I was super awesome last
How many
night.
fucking relationships were ruined by the game being yesterday?
800? Over under 800 relationships were ruined,
Yeah.
I think.
How many were ruined because of hard AF yesterday?
Mine didn't get better.
Yeah, quite a few. One sponsor, mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles your deposit up to $1,000. If you're going to bet on sports, bet with MyBookie, where instant access to the action allows you to bet anything, anytime, from anywhere. Use promo code Drinkin' Bros to get started with a double deposit bonus up to $1,000. Let's go. Have the odds come out, Bob, for next year's Super Bowl already?
I'm sure they have Super Bowl odds 2023.
One would imagine. It's probably
Chiefs
the
are the
Chiefs.
favorite.
I was going to say
Rams are the third. I wonder who's second then.
Is that true?
The Bills. Yeah,
Is
so
it-
the Chiefs are plus 650. The
On
Bills are plus
ESPN, it's
700.
the Bills were the leader, right? Or was it the Chiefs? ESPN had the Bills.
I'm on CBS. They have Chiefs at plus 650, Bills at plus 700, and then the Rams plus 1,000.
Damn.
Okay.
And then they're giving the Bengals way too much credit in fourth at plus 1,200.
D'Anthony, I think the Bills are just missing another receiver. That's it.
Yeah, they might get Devontae Adams, so that'll lock that up.
If they did, him and Stephon Diggs, I'm all in on that team. The Chiefs, man, I'm just sick of the laziness. They should have won 3 or 4 in a row at this point.
Yeah, literally.
There's no excuse for it.
That should be a dynasty.
Yes.
And they're getting to like 90s Braves levels of.
It's his fucking brother who's TikToking.
I think I blame Andy Reid's son.
The one who
killed
died?
the guy.
A giant piece of shit. Yeah.
Oh, the one who killed a guy?
Yeah.
But didn't he have a son that died too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
an
no,
overdose?
not the one that died. The one that actually killed a guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One took life, one lost life.
Yeah.
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 You should really acknowledge that.
An eye for an eye.
Okay. Oh, boy.
The duality of Andy
You
Reid's
bring up
children.
the code of Hammurabi this hungover? Come on, dude. Eye for an eye bullshit. Let's get to the golf. Who won the waste management?
Scotty Scheffler. I found that out today. Went to a playoff. So obviously we didn't get to see the playoff because we went immediately to the Super Bowl. I believe it in
Sure.
the game. So
Sure.
all the TVs switched.
It did go to a playoff. Who was he tied with?
It was Cantley and Scheffler.
Oh, no shit. Patrick Cantley lost again, huh?
Yeah, again.
Damn it. How did we do? How did your golf picks do?
Billy Ho, he finished 2 back.
2 back. That's not bad at all.
No.
How did dude? Taylor Gooch was 1 off. My boy.
Yeah, he fell apart on Sunday. I think he shot 4 over.
He was only 1 back, dude.
Keith
heading
Mitchell
into it.
was in the mix, but not really. I think he was like top 10.
Yeah.
None of my top 20s hit. That was cool. Carlos.
And you took the Bengals money line
And
yesterday.
I took the Bengals money line.
And Derek Lewis.
Oh, I just
and
hit-
Derek Brunson.
I just paid Aaron, so yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Action Aaron. Yeah. That's a great name. Great name.
Great Brandon. Support local.
Yeah.
I think that means like
More
farms,
local.
Dan, and like shops.
Yeah.
By the way,
My God, man.
Speaking of gambling, I just looked it up because it was a story. Like, it's gotten so bad that ESPN is covering it. Since the Astros lost the World Series, Mattress Mac is down $18 million on his bets.
How is he down after yesterday's game? He won $4.5 million. He should have.
No, he lost. I think he.
Did he
I think he went money line.
Oh,
yeah.
he went money line with it. Gross. That's not the way to go.
And you
was
bought that up to 4.5, right?
No.
Oh, you got it at 4.
Yeah, I just straight up got it at 4.5, and then I think right at kickoff it went down to 4, but you still would have won. Vegas has been on fire this year, so all the underdogs have covered. I feel like in football, it was just one of those seasons, and then the other one was flipping over to college basketball. I bet on Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan was favored by 2.5 points. I money line that.
At Michigan.
Yeah, at Michigan.
Oh, that makes sense.
But they're
True
terrible
game.
this year.
They're not good. They lost to UCF.
Yeah.
But they're not that good, but they also did just beat Purdue by like 20. I think at Purdue too.
Yeah.
It's been a weird, like there's no one even remotely like great
Elite.
college basketball.
Speaking of which, Gonzaga returns to number 1 for their 3rd stint. Did Auburn lose?
Yeah.
Okay.
They lost a road game at Arkansas. It's fine. Like Arkansas is a tournament team. It was on the road. Arkansas is one of the few environments in the SEC that actually like gets the fuck up.
Eric Musselman took his shirt off.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, that's nice. Whenever you take your shirt off on the court, that's nice.
Especially a coach, an old white man.
Was he a muscle man?
Was he jacked up? Is he jacked?
He's not out of shape.
Okay. But he's in enough shape?
He's in enough shape to take his shirt off, yeah.
All right. Well, fuck it.
I mean, Bruce Pearl does it and he's not, so it's,
Right.
it's fine.
yeah.
Side of the road, though.
Yeah.
While he's being interviewed by Dickie V.
Pearl? Well, Pearl just does it constantly. Pearl's like fucking Tracy Jordan in 30 Rock. Just the shirt pops off immediately and his belly just is out.
So Gonzaga's at 1, Auburn's at 2, Arizona. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. By the way, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. We'll be back there next year. I know we usually go every year, obviously, because of the Seltzer launch.
Well, next year
we're
we
not.
should for sure go.
Oh, my God, dude.
Waste management.
Waste management and the Super Bowl, same weekend, same city.
Yeah, we're definitely going to that.
Yes, dude.
And we're definitely going to jail.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's, maybe not though. I saw a lot of the behavior there, and it's bad behavior for any situation, much less a golf tournament. You know what I mean?
Well, there's
and people
two
don't give a
hole-in-ones.
shit. Yeah, well,
On 16.
That second hole in one, they fucking lost it. I've never seen beer cans get thrown onto a fucking golf green before.
They had a delay to clear up the beer cans.
Yeah, it was amazing. The reporters got soaked. They were screaming, titties out everywhere.
It's the ultimate go back to your shanties like situation.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So we've got to get one of those suites on 16. That's the jam, it looks like.
You don't want to like get up at 4 a.m. and run
Not
when
one
the gates open.
fucking prayer. Not one prayer. People do that at the Masters too, and they don't give out many passes, and there's no reason.
Right.
You can go and show up on any hole, and you can touch the fucking golfers. You're that close. But next year, for sure, we're going to that and to experience the magic of it. Do you go on Saturday?
I think the move is Friday or Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the game will be on Sunday, obviously.
Right. We don't want to do that.
No. Fuck no.
Because
dude.
Glendale's kind of out of the way.
Yes. Yeah. And I've been to that stadium. It's okay. I don't know why they keep going back there for events like the Fiesta Bowl and shit like that.
I think they have a contract.
It's just warm.
Do they?
It's just warm.
It's warm, yeah.
It's a dome.
But I mean, like people want to go. They don't want to go to like Detroit Like, how pissed off are you when the Super Bowl's like in Indianapolis or something?
Mini.
Oh yeah.
Right. Or fucking Minnesota. Yeah. Like, fuck that. Wasn't that where the Eagles won?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, nobody wants to go there.
And that was the only other one we turned down. Was that we're like we're not going to Minneapolis.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It was -3, I think. People were pissed off, the parties and all that shit. Speaking of which, there was a shooting at Justin Bieber's party.
What? Kodak
Yeah.
Black is
Yeah.
the one got shot, I think.
Kodak
right?
Black got shot.
Kodak Black got shot.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Damn, we just freed him too.
No, he got shot in the leg, so he is alive. He's in stable condition. But, you know,
good to hear, I
white
guess.
Bieber throwing a nice little party, and then Kodak Black just
Is he
fucks
white
it all
Bieber
up.
anymore?
He's white.
I mean, he's tatted up like David Beckham.
Yeah, but there's already a black Bieber in a different universe in Atlanta. So
Is it really? Who's that?
the show Atlanta.
Show Atlanta.
Oh,
There's like a
yeah,
black
yeah,
To
chick.
make Bieber black.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, but there was a shooting there. Drake. It was all the fun people, and then all of a sudden you invite Kodak Black, and congratulations, you're getting fucking shot.
That's how you know it's a good party.
Didn't Drake put that $1 million bet on the Rams money line and then the money on Odell Beckham? Like
He
another
did, yeah.
$500K on that?
Yeah.
What do you think
Odell
about-
Beckham to score a touchdown for $500K,
And over 67 yards?
which he did.
Yeah,
by
and
the
then
way.
he didn't play the rest of the game.
He got hurt.
Didn't he? He got hurt in like the first quarter or something, right? Like
Yeah.
it was fucking.
That's the only thing I remember.
Right before halftime.
Okay,
yeah,
the first
he got
half
hurt.
then, yeah.
But
And
he
then
had a great game up until that point.
I think I remember the last play of the Bengals drive. It was like Donald rushed and like Burrow just kind of limped up one out.
So
Incomplete.
Yeah.
here's the thing, though. Dan sent me this fucking tweet. I don't know if he sent it to either any of you guys. Nick, you can look it up. Jamar Chase, wide open.
He didn't have any time.
Jalen Ramsey fell on the ground. Like Jamar Chase fucking put him on the ground, but Burrow was too busy being assaulted
Yeah.
to be able to hit him in what would have been probably the greatest play in Super Bowl history.
It was 4th and 1, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was 2nd and 1, and they just like couldn't get it for 3 downs. They couldn't get 1 yard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now it's come back to me now.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Man, this mimosa really did the trick.
Yeah, dude. I'm back. I feel back.
I feel good.
I feel good.
Yeah, here's the picture if you want to put it full screen.
There it is. Look at that, wide open.
Jalen Ramsey is on his fucking knees,
Oh boy.
Yeah, but Burrows.
but Burrow's
Last
being
play
assaulted.
of the game. That would have been the greatest thing of all time.
It would have been the greatest play in Super Bowl history.
Ever.
It would have like shit on everything Adam Vinatieri ever did.
Well, it's been a Terry one too.
It's Italian.
He's
whatever.
Look at you correcting somebody's pronunciation of a word.
You're welcome. You're
Jesus
welcome.
Christ.
You know, I value the importance of pronouncing names correctly. So you're welcome for that. You're welcome. Who's our guest today? Ralph Sutton's on today.
Yeah, Ralph Sutton. That's the whitest name on earth, so you should be able to say that pretty
Yeah,
easily.
that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I was telling you before, right before you walked in, I was like, man, I was so hungover, I forgot we had a guest today. And then I didn't shower, nothing. This is the same clothes from yesterday. And my wife was just like, are you fucking leaving the house like that? And I'm like, yeah. There's a fucking show.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do the shots people kept offering.
Boy, that's what took
I
us
drink
down
about
a dark path.
27 of these bad boys right here, but
Yeah, not doing the shots was a good
no
call.
shots.
I have drugs if you need them.
You got drugs?
Hey, you want
What
some
do got?
Adderall?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'd like. Do you have an adrenaline needle
Before
You
that
can just
next
put in my
show,
heart?
for sure.
Guys, dude.
For sure. Because we got an onboarding call after that for the Seltzer about the launch of it all. So we're fucking amped.
Did
dude.
we run out of seltzer?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
Late, but we did.
Late. It was towards the end of the game. So total drank Seltzer was 2,000 cans, I believe. Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
If you were there and in the chat, let us know your favorite flavor.
Yeah.
Trying to get a little info.
Yeah. We're trying to get an info because we're gonna do some 6-packs and some bomber cans.
Did we give those cans to a homeless man so we could recycle for 5 cents each?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. I don't care about the homeless.
Imagine giving a fucking homeless dude empty cans of booze. That's kind of a fucking dick move, isn't it?
I mean, they're not
Give him
empty.
full cans, bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's being an entrepreneur.
No, we're hobo-tizing.
Yeah, we're hobo-tizing, dude.
Yeah, if you're driving down the street and you see a fucking bum drinking an 8% seltzer, you're like, hey, where'd you get that, bud?
And then we just pay him in empty cans.
Well, no, you pay him in full cans. He
full
can drink
cans,
them.
and then he can drink.
He
them.
turns full cans into empty cans.
And then empty cans into less full cans.
Hobo-tizing, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know what
It's just
that means.
Just
hobo-tizing.
get him a hoodie.
that's the slogan for it. Go hobo.
Yeah,
Drink a hard AF. Go hobo.
Can we get Hardy F diapers?
sure.
Yeah, why not?
I'm sure you can get everything. Baby clothes, whatever you need.
Brittany? Hard,
do whatever.
hard as fuck diapers?
Yeah, I got it. Pull-ups or diapers? Pull-ups are probably easier.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I want it for Bob's baby.
For Bob's baby.
That's fine.
I
Oh,
don't
no,
think he's
I thought you meant like adult diapers.
Both?
Both.
Yeah, both. That'd be great.
He's going to be like the Gerber baby, but for this liquor.
Pissing and shitting ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm in for an adult diaper.
Extra absorbent.
Yeah.
Breaking news here. NFL running back Adrian Peterson was arrested for domestic violence
Oh, boy.
Oh, well, he already beat his child.
with a switch.
Yes.
Yeah, but hitting a kid with a fucking little piece of wood, that's not abuse.
No, I was hit with wood.
Rule of thumb.
I was hit with a switch.
Should have been the ruler wrist.
That man.
Not surprising here. I feel bad for Adrian Peterson. Before this,
Yeah, what?
he's got a lot of stress on him. Somebody took all of his money, he said, so he has nothing. And he owes like $15 million in taxes.
Is he like Vince Young broke or someone actually like stole his money broke?
He's saying people stole his money.
Okay. 'Cause Vince Young's Cheesecake Factory stole Vince Young's money.
And also, Vince Young's living a pretty good life in Austin.
He is, yeah. He's got a steakhouse.
Well,
it's delightful. I heard he sold
He
it.
rented
He
his
doesn't
name
really.
to it.
Yeah, it's more of his name.
Yeah.
That he sold. I don't think he's doing day-to-day operations for Vince Young Steakhouse.
When we were there, he was. He came out and took our order.
Yeah, but that's more just a reflection of his life. Like, he doesn't even know who he was. He just works there now.
Oh, poor Vince Young. God damn it. So he beat his wife, huh?
Adrian Peterson. No.
Peterson, yeah, not Vince Young.
Did he? We don't know. I don't know that answer.
I don't even know if Vince Young's married.
I don't think he.
Not anymore.
I think he is, actually, yeah. I saw a thing. ESPN blew a fuck ton of money on Longhorns, the Longhorns network,
Yeah.
which is not really a thing because they're not any good. Maybe they will be next year.
Probably not.
But
Probably not.
they
And now
did a
they're gonna be
story
on-
on Vince Young where at the national championship that he won, which was probably the greatest game ever. It was probably the greatest national championship ever, I think.
I'd say so. Yeah.
He said he looked out into the crowd and saw his wife, or who was going to be his wife for the first time. And he's like, dude, I just saw this woman, and I knew that was the one I was going to marry. And he walked up to her into the crowd after he won and asked for a number. It's a nice story for Vince
Yeah.
Young, okay? So I don't want to pull my pants down and shit all over Vince Young today. I'm going to tell a nice story about him.
I'm not wild about the power dynamics in that situation. She can't say no.
Was the Jumbotron on her and everything?
No.
Very Louis C.K.-ish.
He didn't jack off in front of her.
You might have.
He used his power.
Maybe. It's not like he walked into the stands and then just started jacking off in front.
You
Now,
don't know
would
that.
have been a power move.
Did you see that video of Snoop smoking weed right before the halftime show?
Oh, yeah.
Like in the stadium?
And
I mean,
people
who's
are-
going to say something? Hey, like you try to report him. Hey, we caught Snoop Dogg smoking weed. And like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what I remember,
Like, that's
though,
not really shocking, is
was
it?
It's legal in California now.
Not to smoke indoors, but it's also not legal to be maskless indoors. And
Yeah.
Mayor of LA did that again. I guess he's like the breath holding champion of the fucking world now.
No.
It was a pretty good halftime show, though, right? From what I remember. I don't
Yeah,
know.
did you see Charlie Kirk tweeted this morning that hold on, let me pull it up because it's fucking stupid. It's one of the dumbest tweets I've ever seen.
Did he
it's-
want Kid Rock or something like
It's
that?
what I don't know. You can tell he doesn't really care for black people that much. I think. Hold on. Here's what
Wasn't
he said.
Charlie Kirk on our show?
No, his face is too small for his head.
We can't fit him in screen.
Wait, I'm almost positive he was on Drinkin' Bros. That's how many episodes we've done that I
Maybe at some point, but never when I was on because I would have torn that dude's asshole out of his body. So here's the tweet. The NFL is now the league of sexual anarchy. This halftime show should not be allowed on television. It was Mary J. Blige,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It wasn't like 2011. Justin Timberlake wasn't flashing some homegirl's titties out or anything.
No.
And it was like 5 old dudes and Mary J. Blige. What
And
the
she was wearing
sexual
full
part?
pants. Like that was not her legs showing. That was some nude colored leggings to keep everything.
Yeah, if I guess kirking is a new thing. Kirking is a male Karen. Like if you're kirking somebody. Welcome to 1950, guys. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen anybody tweet about a fucking football game.
What
Yeah.
does sexual anarchy mean? Sounds
I don't
cool.
know, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Great.
That's when you try to pander too hard to your side.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
No, Charlie Kirk wasn't on the show. But there was an episode 662 called Year of the Cuck Boy. I'm going to go back and listen to. So that's nice. At least Apple's got that where it's like, oh, hey, Kirk, it sounds like cuck. Maybe this is the episode you were looking for.
You've been searching this a lot. This is probably what you meant.
Yeah. You've been searching cucking a lot. Is that what you're into?
For research.
Yeah, for research.
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 Let's talk about 50 for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
When they reveal him hanging upside down and he has no neck. Like, absolutely no neck. Like, you don't know it's 50 at first.
He looked bigger to me. Did he look big last night?
Yeah, he was a little swole. Or swollen, actually. I believe it's swollen, not swole.
Did he get stung by a bee before this performance?
I don't know. Like, people were, he posted about it, like, where somebody had hung a fat dude upside down, and he tweeted it, and he goes, man, you guys are fucked up for this one. So...
To be fair, he used to challenge Floyd Mayweather to read a book.
Harry Potter.
Aloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he won that challenge.
He did.
Yeah.
Because Floyd Mayweather still hasn't read a book.
No.
He can't
in his
read.
entire life. No, he can't read for sure.
And then
Did
it
you
turned
see-
into Cat in the Hat.
Oh, dude, there was a leaked
Green
video. Did you see the leaked video of Floyd Mayweather trying to read his own ads for pay-per-view?
Yeah.
That's where this all started.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Floyd. Oh, shit. Hi, my name is Floyd. I mean, it's just over and over. He couldn't even pronounce his
He's
own
been
fucking
hit in the
name.
head dozens of times.
Dozens?
Not that much, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not in actual fights, but maybe in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not good. He can't fucking read. Did you guys like the halftime show last night?
From what I remember, yeah, I thought I enjoyed it.
I don't remember any of it.
I'm going to have to go back and watch
Yeah.
the entire game because I don't remember any of that shit.
No.
Eminem kneeled. I guess the NFL was made aware of it beforehand. I don't remember it. I saw
I
it
thought
this
that was
morning.
just part of the performance. What
Yeah,
was
I
the
thought he
kneel
just
for?
was
People are debating why now. Like, some people are saying it's because he was honoring Tupac or some shit. And then some people said it was political. I mean, he's been political in the past.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
I think he was just out of breath.
And why is it that the only white guy in the lineup of all black people is the one that knelt?
It's strange.
Right.
It's
Well,
strange.
maybe let them decide how they
Yeah,
want to
very
handle
look
that
at me.
situation.
Feels apt.
And they said that it was rehearsed and the NFL was prepared for it. But I guess for whatever reason, they were pissed off about that. They were pissed off also, too, I guess, during the negotiations of – because I guess you have to negotiate your lyrics. Mm-hmm. And the one still not loving police, that line, the NFL wanted them to change that. And I guess they said no.
Yeah, you can't, like, the backlash, if they would have changed that song, would have been ridiculous. That would have been the entire front page of the internet right now if they were censoring music during the halftime show.
And then Dr. Dre said he spent $7 million of his own money on production. It looked nice. I mean, I remember the cubes and shit like
They
that.
built, like, an entire house in the middle of the stadium.
Yeah, very, very quickly.
Man, that's
Why?
pretty fucked up because his daughter's homeless.
Yes. Why are they making all these artists spend their own money to do
Yeah,
this
last
shit?
year was the Weeknd spent like $6 million of his own money to do it. Why?
Yeah.
Is the
Like
NFL cash poor? Like,
No, Jay-Z took over the halftime show, and all of a sudden it's like Trump saying we're going to build a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it.
Well, I guess every year, because you want to outdo each other, there is a budget. And so they give you a budget, and then the artists tell them to go fuck themselves, and they're like, all right, great. But the bump afterwards for all of your music catalog is so worth it that the $7 million is pretty much just an investment in yourself. Usually, most of them go on tour. Snoop bought the catalog for Death Row Records, so everybody playing old school Snoop and all that other shit. Like, they'll make it up, but yeah, the NFL's got a gajillion dollars. What the fuck are they asking artists to spend? Like, who gives a shit about another $7 million? Who cares? Who
I
cares?
mean, they're cheap motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I know, like, right now, Kroenke, after the St. Louis ruling, sorry, bring it St. Louis again. Kroenke was initially like, yeah, I know they're going to, like, the courts are going to fuck me, and I'll pay it. It's fine. Just let me move to L.A. And then the other owners were like, fine. And then in the most recent meeting, he was like, no, I'm not paying this. You guys need to help me. And they're all fucking furious now. So that's, like, pretty standard NFL owner shit.
But once they got out of St. Louis, they were really able to thrive, you know, Bob? And I hate to keep bringing it up, but I'm going to. Because it was the Los Angeles Rams that won the championship yesterday. It wasn't St. Louis.
No, I know.
Yeah.
We
There'll
have
be
our-
no banner. There'll be no nothing
We have our Super Bowl. It's fine.
in St. Louis.
You know, Matt Stafford has played 12 out of his 13 seasons for the Detroit Lions, and he has the same amount of Super Bowl victories as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Rodgers is a fucking loser, and everybody knows it.
Speaking of which, at the MVP ceremony, Peyton Manning gave him the award. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers is doing with his hair. Did you see him, D'Anthony?
Yeah, it's either pimp or drug dealer or both.
He combed it, like side parted the long hair and then combed it all the way down. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. Originally, he said it was part of a Halloween costume. Halloween is way over.
Well, maybe it's like, he's going as Gandalf.
I guess.
This Halloween, he's got to grow it out.
I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. I feel like he belongs to the forest now. He's not like a real person anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might just be trolling people.
That was
because
his
he's
4th
fucking bored.
MVP, by the way.
Yeah.
4.
Yep, 4.
And he just cannot win another Super Bowl.
He's close to being Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Right? he eked out that one, I guess. It was weird to me. Bob and I were talking about it this morning. Very bizarre that Cooper Kupp won the MVP. I guess it's only because Stafford had 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
But I thought it should have been Aaron Donald. I mean, not only did he play great throughout the game, that last play was, fucking, if he doesn't get to that dude, we've seen where on the field Jalen Ramsey fell down there, and homeboy Jamar Chase is going down the sideline completely wide open. If Burrow's got 2 more seconds, even maybe just 1 more second, the Bengals win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Aaron Donald stopped that, and he had another sack, and he played great all game. And he's the face of that franchise in a lot of ways and has been for a while, and he still didn't win it. That was very weird to me.
It was strange. I mean, I guess they're saying, obviously Cooper Kupp caught the game-winning touchdown, but he didn't have 100 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. I think
96
he didn't even
yards.
hit his
yards,
over
yeah.
on reception.
No, none of those bets did. There was a fucking drinking bro, though, yesterday who was 10 feet tall. I forget his name, but
Yeah, I think that's accurate. He was, in fact, 10 feet tall.
Yeah. I was calling him Baron Trump, and he was laughing his ass off. But he came up to me before the show, and he goes, "Hey, dude, I saw your bets. I know you bet, $7,000 on the fucking Super Bowl." But he goes, "You've got to bet Cooper Kupp MVP," and shook me. And I was like, "I'm definitely not doing that."
I was gonna. He wasn't a good value pick. That's why I didn't bet him. It's the same reason I bet Jalen Ramsey instead of Aaron Donald. I figured it would be a defensive guy, and it should have been, but Aaron Donald's was too low. I think it was only 4-1 or something like that.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. I don't know what the payout was, but I know he won. So if you see a really fucking happy 10-foot man walking around the city of Austin today, that's why. He shook the life out of me to bet Cooper Kupp. I wish I would have done it.
Well, before the conference championship games, Dan talked me into taking the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I think it was 650.
It was
6.5 to 1.
Yeah.
So I won that one.
Oh, nice.
That was a big one. I put $300 on that too.
Nice.
Yep.
Golf picks coming up this week. Where is the tournament this weekend?
Riviera,
Where's that?
California.
Okay.
LA.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool course.
Yeah.
Good field.
Okay.
So
Looking forward to your golf picks. Does it start on Thursday?
it does.
Good. I don't like the fucking Wednesday starts.
That was only Tory.
All right, because that fucks up my whole week. So I'm amped that it's a Thursday start.
We're around the hoop. All right.
Really fucking close.
We're close.
And we got a lot of messages from listeners who were like, "Dude, we're right there every fucking week." So you've been on fire. We're gonna continue it. I'm still the throwaway is the Charlie Hoffman thing because he got hurt.
He also got he got trashed this week
Yeah.
at the Waste Management. Yeah.
Yeah, he got fucking wasted, right?
No, he was complaining about rules, and people were just dragging him for being a little bitch. So out on Charlie Hoffman in the future.
We need a fucking sexy golfer. Somebody with a personality who's gonna fucking really jam some boners in faces.
You just want Bryson.
I do. He's just not good enough, unfortunately.
And he might go to Saudi Arabia
For live there.
for $135 million.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the Saudi Golf League is a real thing that they're trying to start.
And so they're gonna pay golfers to be in it?
A lot of money, yeah. But the worst people like Bryson, Justin Rose, Ian Poulter.
Yeah.
I don't know why they have this kind of money and why they want to spend it on, I don't know, fucking Luke Donald or something. It doesn't make any sense. But
They have the money for fighting too. Like I said, that Fury
Eagle
fight was
FC.
going to be 150.
They have the money for everything. They have oil.
Yeah.
That's how they have the money to
they're
pay.
all Saudi princes.
Yeah, they want to seem like a real country.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's what-
Saudi tennis open that's really big that they used to bring all the people to?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
But yeah, it would be like Patrick Reed in this, and
Yeah.
Phil would go over because Phil loves money.
Oh yeah, he would definitely do it.
Yeah. so we can have some more money to insider trade.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I wonder if that would ever be enough to make a dent. Would they be able to play in the Masters and shit?
That's kind of like the, I guess, the conundrum that people are talking about, that they might get banned from every other thing
Okay.
if they go to the Saudi Golf League. So
I would.
The PGA Tour would, I think, cut them off, but the majors would be their own thing, so the majors would have to make up the decision.
Yeah, and
whether
if you're a previous winner of a major, you get an auto invite for the rest of your life. So I don't think the PGA could do anything about that.
PGA also doesn't run any of the majors, so the majors would have to make the call individually.
I can't imagine that people that have green jackets are gonna fucking get banned from events. That's just not gonna happen. No matter what. I mean, why would they?
Yeah. To me, it's not worth it. What's the time zone there?
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one would watch this.
No
That's
one
the
would
thing,
watch
too.
it.
It
In
would just be a
America.
colossal waste of money. But yeah, I mean, Phil's 50 years old. Like, get that money.
Yeah, get the money.
Just won a major last year. But
Get that fucking money, Holmes.
You're 9 hours ahead of us.
Gross.
Saudi Arabia is.
Gross. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything like that. The Olympic ratings are out, and they're the worst of all time, by the way.
yeah.
No one is shocked by this. No one's fucking watching either. I mean, no one.
They had lower ratings than the Calgary Winter Olympics in the 80s.
Yes. No.
Calgary.
Calgary.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if we had cable then, you know?
Right. I don't know if Calgary was a city then. I think it was just like a field or ice.
That's what it is now. I think.
Lowest ratings in the history of the thing. There was, what's there tonight? There's a gold medal match between U.S. women and Canada, if you're into hockey.
No one
If you're
cares.
into female hockey. Dan,
one cares.
you love female hockey.
No one loves female hockey.
Is there a more lesbian sentence than female hockey?
Softball player.
Softball.
Softball or LPGA or WNBA or,
Field hockey.
any of them.
Field hockey.
Field hockey's fine. And the big news today is that Russian skater, the superstar, the 15-year-old, they're going to let her compete for the all-around women's ice skating championship, ice dancing, I like to call it. But she's not. If she wins a medal, she's not allowed to accept it because she failed a drug test.
I feel like China fucked this up. Like they should have gone full China.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to pretend like they're good, they should have just like fucked people. If their athletes had just been assassinated, if they didn't medal, I would have tuned in for every single event.
Or just like 12 lashes with a cane.
Yeah.
No,
in
but
public.
they've been real China. So if you test positive for COVID, like you can still compete if you have enough negative tests. I think that's the way it was happening.
Okay.
They're basically starving the athletes who are in the quarantine zone.
Yeah.
For the people who have to come back and compete later, you get no hot food basically. It's pretty China.
Yeah, it's pretty China. But
That's why I travel with a bunch of ramen noodles.
Exactly. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, everywhere. That's
Everywhere
not
you
true.
go. That's not true at all.
I should.
But with this chick here, here's what people are bitching about. They're like, hey, dude, if she failed a drug test, why is she even allowed to compete?
Yeah.
And I don't get that either. So as if the games couldn't be worse, why is Russia even allowed to compete? That's why they have to go by that ROC title, because it's the people who are from Russia. But it's like you're still not getting rid of the doping. So
No.
what are you doing?
You shouldn't be there. You
No.
shouldn't be allowed to be in the building. You failed a drug test at the biggest sporting event in the world, supposedly.
Let them do drugs.
I agree, but this girl is 15 years old. So what they're saying is, hey, he's a little fucking young, Russia.
I started doing drugs when I was 11.
But
not
steroids.
Not steroids.
Okay.
I guess. But
Because she was doing like blood thinners for her heart, or like it helps put more blood into your heart.
I think we need to have an Olympics, like he said, let them eat cake, let them do drugs.
Yeah.
And then have another Olympics where everybody's on psychedelics.
That'd be fun.
And then see what happens there, because that's not going to end well for anybody.
A lot of drownings.
Like sharpened ice skates and shit.
What if you gave psychedelics to the Special Olympics? Because then shit could get wild.
I would
dude.
definitely watch that.
Then you
Fuck
might
yeah.
see like superhuman strength.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like beyond superhuman strength. They'll be tearing each other to pieces.
Our strength, dude. Just
But we also give them steroids.
steroids, and you give them psychedelics,
Steroids and acid.
and you really,
And you let them loose in a pit.
No food, just steroids and acid for 2 weeks.
Frankly, we shouldn't have been allowed on camera today.
Maybe Johnny Knoxville will make a movie about it one day.
Yeah, right.
Shit, dude.
Can't make that movie these days.
No, you know what's funny, man? I auditioned for that and fully retarded. So every character was retarded, and like at the last second, they decided to switch it and use actual retarded people, except for Johnny Knoxville, which was probably the smartest move. But today, not one fucking prayer. I don't think you can play a retard anymore if you're a normal actor.
No.
I mean, all the greats have done it, though. Forrest Gump, what's his name? Sean, whatever.
Sean Penn.
Yeah.
I Am Sam.
Gilbert Grape.
Yeah. Big
Sam.
I Am Sam fan. You
Oh,
are.
I'm a huge I Am Sam fan. Dude,
Every time I go
Bob's
to your
Big
house,
Boy
it's
Burger.
on.
And then who's that former wrestler that was in the Avengers movies?
Oh, John Cena.
Batista. Yeah, he
Oh,
plays one every day because he is a fucking retard.
Yeah, Batista's definitely retarded.
That dude, I want to see a spelling contest between him and Floyd Mayweather. It would be the longest event in history.
Great. They couldn't get one word right.
Him and Camille are like best friends. Like, what do they talk about?
I don't know.
Coloring.
I guess, but it's like this dude is like brilliant.
Coloring and stuff. Yeah, they fucking sit in the bathtub and fart into the water.
Oh, God. Together?
Probably. Hold hands while they're doing it.
Hold hands, you lock hands, and then you put your legs around the other person's body.
Just trying to make bubbles.
And just motorboat each other in there. Just absolutely kick. We should end this show. We should end this fucking show.
You know.
This is we've done too much today, I feel.
It's only just getting started.
This is the Hungover Super Bowl show on Monday morning recap. Usually we go later, but we've got a guest here. It's at 2 p.m. And that popped up. Barely made it on time today. Yeah, you know, barely made it on time. And congratulations to Chris Phelan and the University of Texas for winning the Sarah Williams Award for Worst Fan this year. My God, man, you've got to stop talking about Texas. They're not back in basketball. They're not back in football. And I looked at the schedule.
And I just don't want to go watch a high school football game with
No,
you. Yeah.
no. And I looked at the schedule, by the way, for the Texas Longhorns that's coming up. They have Alabama week 2, and it is a home game here at Texas. Obviously, we'll be at that game and partying for it. But they're going to get rocked.
They're going to get
Get used to
murdered.
that every year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess they're not in the SEC, so that's the only SEC team on the schedule. But it's Bama week 2 at home, and that's where all your dreams get crushed.
Yeah.
And when you're out week 2, God, it's disheartening, isn't it? You guys didn't go to football schools.
Yeah,
So.
you're right. We're out week 0. So.
Super Hungover Day, Bill Schofield, thank you, sir, for the mimosas. Ruben Schneider, I want to give you a shout out too, dude. Just got the gold bond in the mail. I've not had this gold bond. I'm really excited to go powder up, dude. So I appreciate it. Super Hungover. Eric Tanzi's on the show tonight. Today's guest will be probably tomorrow, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Did you interview Derek and those guys? That's
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We've got a show. Joel's cutting them together now. One with him and one with Andy Frisella.
Oh, great.
They'll be out later this week.
Hell yeah. Hell
Tansy
yeah.
episode's going out at 2:30 Central.
Is it?
I just figured I'd give it time between Monday morning recap.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We typically go out.
Why not? Let's do it.
2:30.
Let's do it. We record. Yeah, I think we recorded on Friday, right?
Yeah.
There's a special story at the end from Tansy, and you all have to stay
You gotta-
for it.
you gotta
have to stay
stick
and listen
around
to it
for it.
because we had to listen to it.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, that's right. God damn it, dude.
It's one of the worst stories I've ever heard.
Ever.
He's a good storyteller, but like the actual
The contents
the
of
content
the story.
of the story is
Like
just,
we all tried to drink Hard AF to forget that and still couldn't.
No, that's going to be seared in a lot of people's minds forever. So buckle up tonight for that one. For Papa Giorgio, Delco, Dan, Hot Bob, D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Monday morning recap. Good morning, everyone.